just because you can flow and hear and sensitive to God in your bondage, gifts and color are without repentance. So your state of mind won't be a limitation for what God wants to do through you. I don't know, that's what got me excited. I don't know why it wouldn't get you excited. You know, we think we got to be all together before God speaks to us. Ezekiel wasn't all together, but God allowed him to see some things in Babylon, in confusion. In confusion, he was able to see something. Verse 4. But look at this wonderful, wonderful imagery. This wonderful imagery. God allowed him to put his head beyond the veil to behold something that was transpiring in the invisible realm. Look at this thing here, real quick. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it. And out of the midst thereof, as of the color of amber, out of the midst of fire, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And if you got a real good Bible, it'll have a reference point. Anybody got a reference point in the middle? Yeah. Don't it say something like this? Revelation 4, 6 through 9, 10 and 8, 10 and 14. Anybody? All right, any witnesses? You know who it's talking about. The 4 living creatures are not 4 living creatures. It's not this big old beast that's up in the throne. The 4 living creature is really, I've never taught to this house because we can't really handle it on certain levels, but the 4 living creatures is those who are overcomers. All right, let's go there. Hold that spot. I heard the zone. And that's what I was taught. Well, yeah, okay. Let's look at it. Y'all ready? Tell your neighbor, uh-oh. Since we are streaming, I'm thinking. Hey, what's your email? No, just kidding. After this, verse 1, chapter 4. After this I looked, behold, the door was open in heaven, and the first voice that I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me. You always get trumpets and voices, don't you? Which said, come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be thereafter. And immediately I was in spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne, and he that sat was to look upon like what? Jasper and sardine stones, and there was a rainbow round about the throne in his sight, like unto an emerald. Boy, I tell you, jasper, sardine, and emerald all points to one of the. Anyway, and round about the throne were 4 and who? Come on, y'all. 4 and who? I need a whole house. 4 and 20 elders sitting, clothed in what? White raiment, and they had on what? Their heads crowns of gold. We already know it ain't just talking about, it got 24 exactly people up there, 24 with crowns on their head. That's imagery, that's prophetic language, metaphor. Verse 5. And out of the throne proceeded what? Lightnings, thundering, and voices. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. The lamps of who? Fire burning before the throne, which were the 7 spirits of God. The 7 spirits of God is the same 7 over in Isaiah 11, verses 1 through 3. Next. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto a crystal. And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne was what? 4 beasts. What? 4 beasts full of what? Eyes before and behind. You need to underline 4 beasts full of eyes. 4 beasts full of eyes. What? Before and behind. Well, we can preach. I ain't got time right now. But next. And the first beast was like a lion. The second beast a calf. The third beast was a man. And the 4th beast was a flying eagle. And if you did any real study, you'll find out Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John represent the 4 beasts. Your Bible will tell you. You get an open Bible to tell you that. Matthew has, I ain't got time. Anyway, hold on. Verse beast. So that's what it says. It's the 4 beasts. So it's the lion, the calf, the man, and eagle. All are, how to put this? Faces of dominion in their prospective places. The lion rules in the earth. The eagle rules in the air. Man rules on the earth, but lion rules in the animal kingdom. Y'all got that? And the calf is used as a place of sacrifice. The beast of burden. Amen? Okay, I'm all messed up right now. Verse 8. And the four beasts, each of them had 6 wings about them that were full of eyes within. So you have eyes within, you have eyes that are before, and you have eyes behind. And they rest not what? Day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. These 4 living creatures. Amen. The calf, the man, the lion, the eagle, right? Saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. Verse 9. And when those beasts give glory and honor and thanks to him that sat on the throne, which liveth forever. Chapter 5. Real quick. So we can get back over Ezekiel 1 so we can close. How much more time? Oh, I got a whole 2 hours. Next, go to chapter 5. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. Boy, oh boy. Verse 2. I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? So there was a book that had 7 seals on it, written inside and outside. So it was a volume of the book. It said, the strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof? Verse 3. And no man in heaven, on earth, under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. 4. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. No man. Tell your neighbor, no man.
No man.
That's why you need revelation, because no man can open up this book. There's some things that's on the Bible that no man, I mean, seminary can't do it for you. Verse 5. And of the elders said unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. We know the Lamb's Book of Life is open because we just finished the teaching, right? For those that don't come on Wednesdays. Verse 6. And behold, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain. So a lamb that was slain, had been slain, is standing up. I mean, know that word is, I mean, know the lamb is Jesus. Come on now. Even the lamb to take away the sin of the world, right? This standing means a position of authority, right? He was slain, but he's standing. He's standing, okay. Having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth on the earth. 7 spirits again. What are the spirits? The spirits are the same ones that Isaiah talks about in chapter 11. 7. Come on. 7. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. Who came and took the book? Jesus. Right? Out of him that was on the throne, which is the Father. Verse 8. Oh, this is good. Tell you that, bro. It's getting ready to get good. I know it's a lot. Because I wish I had a reader at this point. But I'm pushing.
Oh, wow.
I'm digging deep. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 4 and 24 elders fell down, what? Before the Lamb. Right? Having every one of them, what? Harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayer of the saints. That's why we can't be prayerless. Come on. Because there's a dimension. Now, we ain't talking about 4 beasts and 24 elders up there trying to catch all of humanity, because there's 6 billion people on the earth. You got, they count 8 million of us. 24 ain't gonna cut it. I just blew that one up. Y'all missed that. If it's just 24, they just can't catch all of us. Because some of us are up at different times.
That's true.
Which are the prayer of the saints. Verse 9, here we go. And they sung a new song. Who sung a new song? 4 and living creatures, the 24 elders. Am I right? Who, come on, walk with me. Who sung the new song? Right? That's the same creatures as in Ezekiel, right? Same one in Revelation, right? The 4 living creatures and the 4 living creatures. And who? 24 elders. They sung a new song, saying, hold on to your seat. Thou art worthy to take the book and open the seals thereof. For thou, who's thou? Jesus was slain and has redeemed, has redeemed us. The 4 living creatures and the 24 elders saying, you redeemed us. Angels don't need to be redeemed. Us. So you thought I was half crazy about 25 minutes ago? You ready? in his own words, redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation. That's every what? Come on, look at me, y'all. Come on. Come on. Out of who? Say it again. So the sum total of humanity is represented in those nations, in those people, tongues, and kindreds. These 4 living creatures, these 24 elders that are constantly before the throne, they ain't just your atypical church folks. They ain't just people just got saved. What he did, he saved everybody. And then there's a people within a people. Oh, see, that's why you can't hold on to stuff. That's why you can't keep being nasty and being what's the word? Yeah. I had another word, but I ain't gonna say it. That's why we got to check our hearts. That's why, because I don't want to just see. I will show you in chapter 4. There are some people that are around the throne, and there's some people before the throne. But then it's a whole nother class of people that's in the throne. I can show you that chapter, I ain't got time. I don't want to be, nothing against God. I don't want to be around the throne. I don't want to have to always bow before the throne. I want to be the ones that's in the throne, because he already told us in the 3rd chapter, when we overcome, we sit down as he sat down. Am I right? So there's a level of maturity we have to come through, or things have to be made straight. Go back to Ezekiel. Let's close. We're going to close over here. I gave y'all 20